on YouTube.
Good morning. It seems like we're on somewhere in the world. We're on. Let me see if we're here, where we gotta be. But in the meantime, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Did Leo put us in gallery view? Just to be sure.
I don't know. I don't see it up yet on YouTube, but I'll check in, people.
Okay.
I'm checking often on YouTube.
Well, let me see if it is here on Facebook Live. Yes.
Okay, we're live. Good morning, everyone.
All right. So you were bearing false news.
Okay, just pop up now on YouTube. So for those on YouTube, I only haven't logged in yet on YouTube. But we're up. We're up and running. Good morning, everyone.
Okay. Can we
I hope you're having a wonderful Sabbath.
You know, to take off the closed caption on your. Anyway, I suppose we must cater for the diverse amongst us. So let it stay on. But it's good to be here. How was your week, Mish?
A busy week, but grateful that I'm busy.
Yes.
But plan to take today slow, the weekend slow.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's a good thing that you had a busy week, because when you have a busy week, it means that you make a little bread, and you make a little bread, well, we can live better.
A little bit better, not true?
Yes. So I'm quite happy to hear that you had a busy week.
Yeah.
And a productive week too. So
that is good.
Even.
Oh, but your school has been in session.
Yes, we've been, and in fact we had a Catholic educators from across the island were on campus. On Thursday we had a conference, and yesterday, Friday, we had another training session at another location for Catholic educators. So the weekend busy after Ash Wednesday rest.
But how are the students adjusting?
I think that to being back,
yeah.
Persons have adopted well. They expect that they would have to be back at some point in time, and at the tertiary level, I think it is easier for them to transition back into school than perhaps it is at the kindergarten or primary, secondary stage. But most students have been attending even at the primary and the prep schools over the past couple of weeks. People are eager to just be back on their campuses.
I can imagine, and I can imagine the fear the younger ones might have going back into school, you know, that they haven't been around anybody to interact again, friends, you know, how to socialize. So it might be a little rough start, but I think it's great that they're back in school.
Yeah.
And Monday morning.
That's true. Monday morning, it means that the traffic is going to be heavy again. It will be painful for people. People have to leave early to reach everywhere that they want to go in Jamaica now, because all the pitney them out driving them car and going to school, it would seem.
And bus transportation, public transportation supposed to be packed, road full of students. So please be careful on the roads, people in Jamaica while driving. We see a lot of accidents.
Yeah.
Just be careful, mindful, and be aware. Like I had this incident this week where I was heading to court in the crosswalk, and this older lady was on her phone, distracted, did not see me in the crosswalk, and drove down on me and nearly had a heart attack.
I don't know
how. Yeah, but she was distracted, and she was like, I'm sorry. So I said to her, stay off your phone, because I had to get to court. But I'm saying, like, people are so distracted, and she could have killed me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
could have been serious.
Exactly. So people just need to focus in when driving, so you're aware and alert, And another thing, like my assistant told me, was that driving, she said she was also distracted on her phone. Somebody was following her home. And it was when she parked her car, she realized the car was behind her. And she had to drive off, to a spot. And the car did follow her until she got to a safe. Like she called her friend ahead and said, I'm coming to your place. But she was also distracted. But it's a good thing she came off her phone in time to realize that she was being followed. So she didn't go into her home, and she was by herself. She would have been by herself. So people need to focus on the road while they're driving. So you're aware of what is happening. You can prevent an accident if you are aware. So I know children are back. They might be running across the street. If you're going by a school, they might be just running across the street to get to school, whatever. Just be mindful and aware of that, and stay off your phones and focus.
And look out for the taxi man them too, because you have to look out for them. The distraction is not just you on your phone. Sometimes the distraction is also the taxi man them, who you stop to let people cross and them just fly around you, let me tell you. So you have to look out for them too.
Yeah, I'll be mindful. I see people saying, good morning, Angela. She said, good morning, superstars. Thank you. Joyce says, VM said, good morning, ladies. Joyce said, thank you for last week's installation with the doctor. That was your guest. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that show. She was great. Hopefully she could come back on another day. Ethelyn said, hi, ladies. Beautiful morning to both. Jude said, morning, all. Ethelyn says, please have not been here a while. What happened to Leo? Oh, Leo studying. You really haven't been here for a while. But
we're happy to have you back.
Welcome back, Ethelyn. Teresa said, good morning, ladies. Good morning. Let me see if anybody is commenting on YouTube. No, not yet.
All right, let's get into the news. As usual, we have a little news out in Jamaica. We always have news in Jamaica, and we have news in the diaspora as well. But we will start with some local news. And the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Fitz Bailey, he says abnormality at warehouse led to massive West Kingston gun seizure. So he says an abnormality at a warehouse in West Kingston on Friday morning is what led to the seizure of 21 arms and more than 40 magazines. 3 high-powered M15 rifles and 18 handguns were among the weapons seized. Also seized were 2,216 rounds of ammunition and 51 magazines, including one that holds 100 bullets. This is regarding gun seizure, massive gun seizure in West Kingston. Mish, my initial thoughts when I saw this article was, how come them just finding them now? What happened? What used to happen? What didn't happen before?
Well, I don't know, because maybe somebody is talking, because they're being aggressive on social media, telling people to get the guns. But in my opinion, I think they're maybe working with not only the Jamaican law enforcement, but also the US and other countries to get these intels. And they may have definitely invested in improving how they do their investigative work in gathering this information. Because more than likely, we always know somebody that works at customs is working, assisting these people to get these guns in. Because even last week, guns were found at the airport. So we know it's not the little men in the community that are bringing in the guns. There are higher up people that are bringing in these guns. I'm hopeful that they can do their investigation and get these people. Because what are we doing with these type of guns in Jamaica? Are we having a war or something?
A gun that shoots 100, that holds 100 bullets.
Exactly. I mean, what we have a war? Like a whole community, like we're having a war. That's kind of scary, because you don't know what's going to happen. Like you could be walking, or they might feel like your community, they need to attack and go in. Because even in my beautiful parish, they found a whole house full of guns. And I'm like, why would we need these guns in Trelawney? Like, what are we doing? Like, they're not the military, so these guns should not be in the hands of regular citizens, and everybody should be cautious and worried. But I'm glad that they're getting these guns. But my God,
Yes.
Like they need to go Russia, go fight, or go Ukraine, get
Or
arms, or go
practice.
somewhere else. Yeah. Why? I don't even think the military have those type of guns. Jamaica military that I'm
Yeah, that's probably true. And relating to the same gun seizure, there's a female person of interest that is being sought. So detectives from the counterterrorism organized crime branch have listed a woman as a person of interest in the investigation of the seizure of 21 firearms at the warehouse. She is Jadian Alicia Edwards of 3 East Street. And I'm reading this from the Loop Jamaica News. Miss Edwards is being urged to turn herself into the counterterrorism and organized crime CTOC before 12 p.m. today, Saturday, March 5th. Or anybody knowing her whereabouts is being asked to contact CTOC, and they've listed their number. So you're probably right that the intelligence, they've upped, there's an uptick clearly in how they manage the intelligence that they have. Or they're tapping into the intelligence rather than relying on their own competencies and skill sets.
yeah.
It's encouraging.
Which is good. Teresa said, good morning, ladies. Pauline said, good morning, ladies. Canada in the house. Ethan said, oh, thanks for the update. Patricia said, good morning, ladies. Happy Sabbath. Angela said, happy Sabbath weekend, ladies. Angela says, so sad to see what's happening in my little island. Peter Gay said, good morning, beautiful people. Yeah, kind of sad, but what I'm glad for is that I'm seeing the reaping of whatever they said they were doing, the government.
Yes.
Because every other day we see where they're seizing guns, they're finding these guns. And the more you see the type of guns that are being found, you're like, oh my God, I'm glad they're doing it. And I see they're doing targeted, where they're going into specific communities where they're saying for scammers, they're targeted. They just show up. Didn't I say that a year ago that they should just show up with?
Yes, you said it right here, Mish. You need no big cornering off and all of that. They must just show up.
Just show up. Yeah, because they're showing up in these communities, and it will be better for Jamaica, you know, remove some of the fear people have going back home or people moving around and getting back to where people could have a, you know, a decent life, you know. So I'm glad they're getting the guns. Yeah. They're also solving a lot of, I don't know if they're solving, but I see where they're a lot, like we hear a lot of incidents of murder, and then you hear them say, oh, we have captured the person of interest, or the person have turned themselves in. So there's a change. Because usually when you hear it, you're like, oh, nothing will happen. Well, we don't know because it has to go to court. We don't know what's going to happen on that end. But at least they are doing some form of work where you could say, all right, they might find out something if somebody is killed.
So we can take heart on that one, that we've seen some work, we've seen some real positive action. And it must be encouraging for people in the diaspora to see this positive taking place. Let me continue with the news, and we're still in Jamaica, and I'm going to talk about a story that I somehow feel a little compassion for this man. Man in custody over death of stepfather following attack on his mother. And it is an excerpt from the Jamaica Gleaner, from the Gleaner is what it's called now, and it's from yesterday's Gleaner. And it says, a man is in custody for the stabbing death of his stepfather during a domestic dispute in the farming community of Nonsuch in Portland on Thursday. Police sources have confirmed that the now deceased Antonia Hutchinson was involved in a dispute with his common law partner when her son intervened. It is reported that about 11:55 p.m., Hutchinson, who was reportedly came home drunk, attacked the woman with a knife in her sleep. She was reportedly stabbed in her stomach. It is alleged that the injured woman ran from the house screaming, which reportedly alerted her son, who lives next door. It is reported that the woman's son and Hutchinson became embroiled in a fight. According to eyewitnesses, the two were involved in a knife fight, which reportedly resulted in Hutchinson being stabbed multiple times. The stepson was arrested while at the hospital. The injured woman has since been transferred to the KPH in a critical state. 3 persons have been murdered. Yeah.
And they locked up the stepson for stepping in to defend.
Yes, he has been locked up.
I hope he gets a good lawyer and he has enough money to afford a good lawyer, because he's defending his mother who was
Yes,
beaten
I
up.
really share that too, Mish.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I guess they have to do their investigation of, you know, of it. But hopefully when they look at it, they public, what do you call them, public defender in Jamaica.
Yes.
Yeah, when they look at it, they see that this is not a case to waste resources on. You
And I
know, once
really
they
do
get
hope
all the facts.
that he has a good attorney for true. Because that's a tough one. I mean, standing for your honor, your mother is really
Yeah.
noble. Causing somebody's death is really unwarranted and not something that he would have wanted. But for this person to have been his stepfather, on the
But
face
he
of it,
stabbed
it's
the mother, right?
savage.
Yeah, he
Pardon?
stabbed the mother, right?
Yes, and the mother is in critical condition because the man stabbed her in her sleep.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
I hope he gets a good attorney. So if any attorney is there, or even if you could do pro bono, if you can afford it, they
yeah.
take it on, because they do make a lot of money, these attorneys. So they can take on one pro bono case if you can't afford it, and give this guy the defense he needs.
And
And
they do have the clinic, the legal aid clinic as well. So sometimes they can get persons to attorneys there as well.
yeah, they can. But you gotta need a good one.
Yeah,
You gotta need a good
for a
one.
good one.
Yeah. So I don't want the system to mess him up. Jessie says, good morning, beautiful ladies. Noreen said, good morning, ladies. Love the hair, Michelle. Thank you. Angela said, I hope things will get better soon. Yeah, I hope so too. Kiki said, defending his mother, self-defense, that he needs a good lawyer. Yeah, VM said he has to get a good lawyer. Joyce said, let's hope as these guns are taken out of circulation, the real spirit is returned. Love never hurts. That is true, right? Once you get all these guns away and out of Jamaica, how they coming into Jamaica? You know what? Haiti, they're too close, you know.
I don't think we can push Haiti, but I think, probably like what is who said, Joy says that the real Jamaican spirit. What is a real Jamaican spirit though, Michelle? Love and harmony.
Love and harmony. I would joke. Like even back then when people cuss it, it's like, it's just, it's an argument, but you're good the next minute, hold grudges. Now I realize people don't even, like, if you open your mouth, the quickest thing is to get a gun or, come back after. Like, people understand, all right, we're angry now, we move on, and everybody just loving, caring, you help your neighbor, those are the good old days. Just pure joke, fun. You don't take life too serious,
Well, and we're more tolerant and much kinder to each other, to Michelle, not true?
Yeah, we were. Because even yesterday, it was so weird. I was in my office and these two men were fighting. Like, I guess they were arguing. And then this other guy, like, I was with my client, we're kind of laughing, but I'm like, it kind of different, because the guy was like, he's gonna get whatever out of his car. And this other guy down there, like, he was mediating. He was like, no, I love you guys. We're like brothers. And he was like, and they were like arguing like really loud. And then they all just stop and start laughing, because this guy was in the middle of it, like, no, I love you, like he was. So they went from where they were trying to go to their cars to get whatever, which could have, if they did have a gun or whatever, it could, stray. But
yeah,
then
our baseball bat.
Yeah, but instead of standing aside and watching, their friend got in the middle, and turn it into mellow them out, where they could laugh, and have a laugh, and then just talk about it. Where the other guy, you could hear them loud, like, explain, like, I didn't mean to hurt you. It was, like he was saying, it wasn't my intention, because it was like a misinterpretation. And it was like, I have your back. But in that moment, instead of going with the anger, like, they got to a point, and that's where in Jamaica, where see people fight and argue, but it was just that, it wasn't like, oh, we're going to get a gun, we're going to stab you up. It was just that. So that's what I hope Jamaica get back to.
Yeah, that's a really nice story. But what it says for me, Mish, is that somewhere in the education system in the US, they're taught to use their words and to talk out their issues and how best to intervene into a dispute. Because this man could have stamped on the side and say, yeah, man, make them go and kill them one another.
Yeah.
But no, based on the education system. So we can cite the US for this and being a bad influence, but there are certain basic principles that they do infuse in their schools, talk about your differences, tolerating each other. And so that's a good ending. I like that.
Yeah, that much I could say though too, because even like my son's schools, like when they're little children, children, they fight for, like they will have them talk it out. Like, yes. Why did you do this? Like use good hands, no hitting, yes. Like they talk it out. But, like in Jamaica, kind of rough them up and, push them aside, but they let them talk it out, which was kind of like, that is good. Because they're learning how to express themselves or to communicate. But while we're talking about that, I did see a video though of two guys were fighting. I think it was Calabar. There was this viral video. I'm not sure if you saw it. But they were fighting, like two big guys. They're in high school, but they look like big guys. And this little guy, the other children were cheering, like they formed the crowd cheering, like, do it. Like, I hate when people do that. I kind of give the adrenaline and then they do something first. But this little boy, he was so skinny and small with these giants. And he was like in the middle trying to separate them and, trying to calm them down. It was Calabar. I don't know who that little boy is. He might be a future politician. But he was so the guys like walked away from each other. But all the other students from there in the cafeteria starting the fight, they were just cheering, cheering like, do it. Mm-hmm. And that's what they need to stop doing, because when you're doing that, it's like you're giving them some adrenaline push to do something and more harm. And the thing is that they're not going to be there to help you when you do commit a crime or kill somebody. They'll be the first one to say, yeah, why you do it? Why you do it? So people have to be mindful of that.
Go with the hype and then you won't bear the consequences.
Exactly. But now met nobody hype me up to do nothing. Joy says no. Gervan said good morning. Patricia said, Diana, did your family member in Ukraine make it back home safely?
Yes, that's a positive. And in fact, she will join us later this morning so we can all see and hear her. And she'll share her experiences, Thank you so much for asking, Pat.
VM said might be difficult for him as the man was stabbed multiple times.
But he was injured also, VM. He too was at the hospital for treatment.
Yeah, it was a mortal combat, but I think it would be okay. I know, like, it escalated when you go get a gun or something. Diana said, good morning, ladies. All another baby-free weekend, just chilling with the spouse here in bed watching. Snow flurries are expected this weekend, but do not plan on leaving home. Plus wondering when we get in some warm weather. Still inside. Aw. Donna said, good morning, ladies. Donna said, good morning, everyone. Diana said, also, Michelle, folks have tried to separate fights and gotten hurt real bad. That is true. You have to be careful.
Yeah, we still have to give it a try, though, Peace is always the answer. We used to have a song about give peace a chance in Jamaica. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember it. Who used to sing it?
And not very good. If Leo was here, he could sing it for us.
Yeah. That was good. Let me see YouTube people. Let me see YouTube. I'm checking in every second. Don't see anything, but I'm here checking in. Yeah.
Further news that is affecting us both, regardless of whether it's cold or hot or everything, and it's the price of oil.
Mm-hmm.
Oil prices continue to grow. Standard. I seem to have lost my news, my clip on that. Michelle, how much is gas now? You have any idea? Did it inch up this week?
Yeah, it inched up. I drive a Jeep.
Yes, but it moved as usual for us down here.
Yeah, I pay double the cost I usually do to fill. I'm like, what? I need to start doing like what people in Jamaica used to do. I say, give me $2,000 worth of gas. Got it full of tag thing. It's like, what? But yeah, it is a lot. But I know Jamaica might be a lot more, but I saw a post by the opposition about, I'm not sure if I forwarded it to you, about them having this fund or something that was supposed to help during like times like these. That was
Yes.
created, that should have had money that to help ease the burden on citizens during these times. But it was brought up, but I
About
haven't
there
seen
was
anything.
there was a tax that was put onto the gas price, and I saw it too, but I didn't bring it up. And the intent was to cushion when the price reached a particular cost to Jamaicans, you would use that money to cushion the cost of the gas. But what is interesting is that based on all the taxes on the gas price that we pay for in Jamaica, out of every dollar, 45 cents is going towards these varied taxes. And so the opposition had called for some years now, for them to relieve the public of that portion of the contribution, or a portion of it, so that the gas prices wouldn't be so high. Because Mish, it go up every week on here now, and it's high. It's really high.
Yes, I'm hoping that they'll adjust that, because it is interesting. I don't know, because they're saying how much is in that fund. I think it should be in the billions that would help to ease some of the burdens on regular Jamaicans. So that would be perfect for people. So I would hope that the government will address this issue and use it, if it was designated for that purpose, that money is used. Now that we've seen how, and we don't know the future impact, or when this war or dispute, according to Putin, it's not really a war. It's peaceful according to him. So we don't know when this will end, but it would be good to see if that money does exist still, if the government would just apply it and ease the burden, because especially with school opening now and everybody is back on the road, this would really help, especially with the price of food and everything else. I know we're saying like it's happening all over the world, yes, but there are things that were in place to help ease burdens. So hopefully they are applying those things, and they do apply them.
Yeah, and you're quite right, Mish. Once the gas goes up, everything goes up. With the gas go up, the JPS puts up their cost of electricity. Cost of electricity goes up, then the Water Commission puts up the cost of water, because they have to use it for their pumping system. We pay higher electricity bills. The internet goes up as well. Everything, food price go up because the cost of production go up, and transportation goes up. So that impacts everybody. On average, it's like $230 per liter for gas. And the housekeepers even know that we've raised the minimum wage. I have to balance it. I can't move my helpers minimum wage payment from 15,000 to anything else. No, I can't afford it. But they're going to expect, because they were being paid at a particular rate and it moved, that you're going to move them as well. Never mind that they're still above and outside of the minimum wage. They're still suffering because they've adjusted to this level of income, which can barely make it for them. So they expect now to see some movement. But we're going to have to look at it as well. Art, it's fine time. I forgot clean house full time.
And to start.
And wash clothes and iron.
Time to start again.
Yes,
time to start. Well, I had to start again. Every minute, my the lady that does mine has been sick for a while. So I just have to just start. Take my time at night. I wake up. I start doing it similar to my grandmother and mother. Do a little here and there. So you might just have to start, maybe cut her down to 2 days with 15.
Yeah, but then you probably just have to cut down the number of days. For it to be sustainable. But the truth is that sometimes you think about it and say, well, you might as well just do the work yourself. It's not going to kill. It's not something that I'm unfamiliar with. You just make the time and do it, and then buy dragon and guineas when you're done.
Exactly. And the only thing is, as you know, I have my toddler. I just store everything all over the place. So I like, like you could say, all right, I just go to my room, the kitchen. So just maintain those. I have to maintain everywhere. So that is why I really so I didn't know. I'm trying to teach him to clean up, but How
It's
far
going to take
that go?
some time. It's not going to take no time because even us haven't learned how to clean up after ourselves much more at toddler. I think
Exactly.
that we just have some wicked expectations and the poor penny them to
But
be
just
all
let
things that we were not.
exactly.
Hey,
I just let him
okay.
be. I just let him be. He just throw it
Yes.
all over, but just leave him alone.
Let
Diana,
them be.
Sandra said, oh, sorry. Oh, Sandra said, good morning, beautiful people. How's everybody doing? Diana said, my neighbor's daughter was studying in Russia. She escaped to Poland, did not manage to make it back to Canada yet. Diana says, myself, I'm not trying to separate anyone in a fight. I called 911. I'm chicken. I might get hurt. Diana said, managed to fill both cars just for the price hike. My parents also did the same. Joy Kane said, the talking out is an issue that has to be encouraged from home. Some children are so put down even in this London. Gregory said, morning. Yeah. Gregory said, good morning, just tuning in after 2 weeks of war in Russia rolling into and surrounding the Ukraine. Why didn't your brother stay so long there? I guess he's asking why your brother stayed. Okay, Noreen said gas prices where I am is $4.35 a gallon. Wow, just says my car passed out at the pump this week when it saw the gas price. Kiki said Thursday evening I paid $3.49 at BJ's. Then I said, here in Canada, at least Ontario, where I am, if you are a senior citizen, they are extending a $500 extra payment to these seniors. Now, if you are a senior with added income over a certain amount, not getting it. My grand aunt is mad as she does not qualify. Her income is way too high, even though she's retired. My dad told her she unreasonable and greedy. You know what? I always say the same thing, I work hard, pay my taxes. Every time anybody get a break, which I am burdened because everything is expensive, I never get these things. And I work hard, pay my taxes, do the right thing. And I never qualify for anything. It's not like I'm making, $1 billion because, after you get your pay, you still have all these expenses. And I never qualify. But so I understand the hurt your grand aunt is feeling.
I can appreciate it a bit of vexed too, but it's the only way to kind of try and level the playing field. Some people just never had the opportunities to earn at her level, and really do need this kind of a topping up, because it would surprise you what some people manage to survive on, overseas, and worse here in Jamaica. So I can understand. Sometimes it hurts. Yes, you'd like a little incentive to yourself.
I'm telling you, like, even sometimes you go to the supermarket, like you're shopping, or the cost is, so you have to all right, we can't do that. And then I look for your bill, But then I see some people walk with 2 and 3 cards coming up. So, they're getting government assistance. And you're like, why can't I get some?
Well, they'll probably clip a few coupons to Michelle. That's probably something that you need to use. I know a lot of us don't. Well, let me tell you, when I'm in the States, I clip every coupon that cross my path. And as long as it is that I need it, I don't clip it and then go there and buy it because there's a discount of 50 cents, unless it is something that is a good discount. And even though it's not on my list, I still buy it. But I think we should practice clipping coupons,
that is true.
and using them.
I did it a few years ago. I need to go back to it and get a folder so you can see everything that I need to do it.
Seriousness or no, but yes. And I usually make sure that I pick up the papers on Sundays, because usually most of the coupons are in there, and I sit and I go through and I clip them out and say, okay, what I need this week, and put the others based on expiry dates or something like that. And I walk with them and I go supermarkets. If somebody have something in them cart, I'll give them a coupon if I'm not going to use it.
Yeah. And that is true too, because even like in Jamaica, I do see where you have meat markets, will post special sale, you like pork, but they will tell you if you buy this amount of pork and chicken, you will get this percentage off. So I do see, even some supermarket will post that in Jamaica. So if people want to buy, discount stuff, that's a good thing too, and find options there.
Right. And sometimes they have specials. Sometimes they'll run a special because the expiry date on the kind of thing is going to be another 3 months out or something. And they have it on special. Pick it up and donate it to a pantry because it's not going to be there for 3 months. You get to the pantry out next day. So, pick up those things. But coupon clipping, man, people must clip coupon.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing it. Patricia said, I'm watching on YouTube, but chatting from Facebook because there is not an option to chat from the YouTube. Hello, Sandy, how are you? I guess I have to ask.
Didn't you read some things from YouTube? How come she says she can't chat
on
YouTube?
I guess you'd have to click it. I don't know how it works. I guess you'd have to click the chat thing. I'll have to ask Leo. Lorna said, good morning, ladies. Good to see you. Gas price really moving up. I never let my tank go below half. I stopped to get gas last night and it was $41 for half a tank. I'm telling you, when I tell you, I only drive if it's necessary. Diana said, my 2-year-old, if he see you cleaning up, he pick up the toys and throw them behind someplace. I just leave him. Exactly. That's what my son does. As he see you cleaning up, he goes and he throws everything and he moves them all over the house in every room. So me just leave him. Michelle said, hello, ladies. Hello. Sandra said, hi, Pat. I'm doing well. Thank you. Jean said, boy, I'm late. Now get me notification. I think you're going to have to go on Jamaican.com and do something where they give you notification. Or we maybe need to put the show up that it's coming on. Leo, the expert, so he'd have to do it. So I'll ask him. Jean said,
set her clock. I'm sure she must have a clock. She needs to set her clock or a watch or something to wake her up and remind her until we figure it out.
Philip said, good morning, ladies. Ethelyn said, talk truth. Me not get bitten from the state either. Sometimes I feel for quit and go feed off government. Telling you. Then I said she got money. Her husband died. She get mega insurance. She's not hurting. I understand. Michelle said, my 4-year-old grandson throws his toys around too when he comes over. We are teaching him to pick them up. Ethelyn said, talk truth, them never work. Paula said, good morning. Michelle said, Diana, it take long, man, when you're in the line.
Yeah. You stand up in a line there and get your discount. When you see how much money you save from the coupon, may I stand up, may I smile, may I look on the people them who are wait and smile upon them. And look back, me know them will cost me, but may I smile.
Well, I cannot care. And I said, no, we are not rich, but if we need the stuff I'm buying, and I'm not like my mom, cannot be bothered with the clip coupon thingy. I told this to my neighbor and we still get coupon in the mail. I always forget and it expires. She said, give me then.
Exactly. You sit down there about you not clip no coupon. You
Jean said, yes, Dr. Diana, but you not get the good ones again. Poor dog and cat food. That's true. Just said it rough every manufacturer. Just said, I feel the way too, but when I remember that cushion is there to help those in need who need more, I think I would rather to earn a higher income than get the assistance. That is true. Donna says, the war is crippling the economy worldwide. The US was just coming back with unemployment down. Now we're worrying about cost of living. Yeah. G said, I am a coupon Susie, Dr. Diana.
You go, girl. Yeah, you're there.
Yeah. Okay, Noreen says, in order to chat from YouTube, you have to subscribe. Or you have to subscribe to the channel.
Okay, great.
What just happened to the messaging? Okay. So June says, Dinah said the ladies need to go to Jamaican.com and click notification. June said, I don't get notification either, just by chance when I realize the time that I logged on. Michelle said, Diana, you love hard work, man. Patricia said,
no, it's not hard work. We're saving in the long run. What's wrong with you? Get those coupons. And I just want to pause for a minute to acknowledge Philip, because Philip had been ill and he's been getting treatment. And I saw on his page where he says that he's doing much better now and the treatment is working. So we want to celebrate that. Sorry.
Yeah,
good to have you, Philip.
Glad you're here. Patricia said, no chat button on watching on YouTube TV. Kiki said, I'm an avid coupon clipper. My bill is 100. Coupons take it down to 60. So uno can't stand it.
Exactly. And tell us, Kiki Marie, where are you? Which state are you in? Because let me tell you, anywhere you're in Georgia, you know me, I come check you for some coupon and we can swap coupons. And when they're manufactured coupons, it don't even matter because you can use it anywhere. Some of them even valid in Canada. We can send to Diana.
I need to start doing it again. Save some money. Maybe help out with the gas, the price of gas. Save call right there, so Kiki save $40 so that can help fill our tank. So see, it work out. I need to do that. Sandra said, I have OCD, so my house stays clean and my children was raised that way, so they know not to make a mess. When my 4-year-old grandson comes over, I give him his little toy bag that he carries around on his shoulder to pick up his toys after he's done playing with them. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Sandy, love you to bits, but no, me now walk with no toy bag to pick up no toy.
And I said, cool to see you, Philip. Happy you're feeling better. Jude says, awesome news, Philip. Bless up. Then I said, anyone who reside in Canada, in Newcastle, can come get my coupon. Michelle said, or by link. What's the link? Oh, YouTube, you have to buy it.
Okay.
Oh, by link. Oh, no. Explain that, Michelle. Then I said, Satya, I will send my 2-year-old to you and you to you.
I suppose whenever she's in Canada. Oh my gosh, no. Not too funny. Coupon is a good thing to do. Coupon clipping. Let's have a little competition. How much how much money you can save? March just starts. So tell us how much money you save by couponing for March.
Yeah, I'm just throw them out, All right, must start. Sandra said he loves his toy bag. It's a special dinosaur bag. Kiki said, I'm in Boynton Beach. Oh, right, there's a Florida. Michelle said, no link food stamp from, no link food stamp from people. Oh, but then change it. I remember first time people could have buy it. Well, you could also get around it, but people get it on a card now. It's like a credit card to purchase the food. So I guess I can have them purchase the food and give them the money. Like one of the funniest thing what happened this week, I went to Aldi. So, Aldi, you have to put in the coin for the card. So when I was walking up, I said, go try Aldi, because everybody keeps saying go there.
Yes, I love Aldi.
When I was walking though, this guy came with a card and he was like, I thought it was like a customer. He was like, do you want the card? So I was like, okay. So I was going in. He was like, okay, give me the coins. So he was a homeless man. So he was giving me the card to take the money. So I was like, after I was like, okay, no, it's okay. But I gave him, money. But
okay, still
that was funny. That was funny. Everybody.
So I suppose there's some people who don't take the cards back, so they don't get back the money. So he probably just running a thriving business by collecting those cards and getting the money.
Exactly. They run all over the parking lot, but I just assumed he was just bringing back the car. Like when you go to the supermarket, someone say, "Oh, you want the car? This man making money."
Thriving business, collecting quarters.
Everybody knows it hustle. Always a hustle. Then I said, folks, can I send you all some snow in? It is back. Oh, Michelle said, oh, shoot. Yeah, man, then change up the system now. Then load up the money on a card. But you can't, well, I mean, I tell people stuff to go around the system, but I think it could.
No. If she not qualified, she not qualified. So she better go and go cut coupons that she can buy in the paper. Go get your coupon. You don't need no food, what it name.
Yeah. And they have different supermarkets that have special. Cause even last time I went to Publix, like Publix at the front, they put like what they have sale on, like macaroni and cheese. the different sauces. So every day you go in, they have different things.
On
So you could
special.
go and shop based on that. Michelle said I used to buy link to pack barrels, so now my pocket about me. It
You're
rough
right,
now, man.
Michelle Allen.
It rough now.
That's quite true, Mish, that Publix, I think on a Thursday, they would start, they'd advertise what the specials are for the week. So I'd buy cereal according to Publix, whatever. If it's on special this week, and the kids, this is what David eats, because David and Dana eat different cereal at that time. I would go and buy. So I'd buy extra because there's one special where you buy one, you get one free. So
One
that's
free,
50% discount. So you double up on that one.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. Yeah. So they have, that's right. They have the cereal, like Kellogg's will have specials.
Yes.
So I buy the different type of cereals so we could try it. And then the canned stuff I buy, because I like the little canned vegetable thing. I think it's gold. So I just buy up those. But what I do, if I know the expiration date is coming, I usually clean out the pantry and just donate it to a church.
Yes.
So they have it. And the food, because we don't eat that much. Although we waste money on grocery, we don't eat that much. We always buy
you need to stop wasting money on grocery.
I know.
So you need to budget. And you need to stick to your list when you go to the supermarket. Guys, we have to be far more disciplined. We have some tough times coming. My mother used to say it, and I'm saying it too. And I used to roll my eye when she said it. But
actually, time I get rough, man. Rough.
Budget, man, and stick to your shopping list.
Yeah, because you know what another store that I need to avoid that is not good with budget? Target. No matter what, if I say I'm going to Target and spending $20, I come on spending over $100.
No, and stop it.
I don't even know why I buy these things, but there's something with Target. You just push the cart and keep buying.
They probably have some in the air that is some that we're smelling that is designed to make you feel like you need to shop and want stuff.
Unnecessary stuff. It is so targeted. My God. So I just said, hi, Diana, how are you? Yes, you can send him. I'm in the US. My daughter thanks me because when he goes back home, he does not make a huge mess at home. Diana said, Doc, I am not cutting no coupon, cannot be bothered. So I just said, I am constantly in my mind price matching, but because I eat mostly plant-based, it's a little more on the prices. Being vegan and healthy.
Understand that.
Patricia said most people recycle the coin. They just pass it out to the coin person. That 1 quarter will serve for the whole day. Yeah, man, they're making a business. Just said I only used to do coupons for diapers. LOL. However, I used to price match at supermarkets that do it. Yeah, a lot of them do it. I think Target, Publix, they do it. Walmart.
And then bear in mind too that some of the coupons are not store specific because they're manufacturers' coupon. You can use them anywhere that will take a coupon. So walk with them, man. Walk with them in your bag.
Yeah, most sad to that. Joy said, my 2 sons call me the special mom because I only buy what is the special of the week.
You go, Joy.
Kiki said, Target is addicting. Jean said, addiction. It is. Jessie said, yes, Public has a weekly special, and also I get $2 back when I spend over $10. Just have to put my phone number in. Yeah, and with Target too, like even though you're spending, which the other day I was surprised it covered everything. If you get the Target membership and you punch in your number, they calculate so you get points. Even though you're spending all this money, you get a 1 point for each dollar you spend.
Oh, so they all have that now because I would use particular credit cards to do things because I'd get back points. That I can use anywhere. So I didn't know that Publix had that as well. That they were
not Publix, Target.
No, she said Publix. Somebody said something about Publix has a weekly.
I have to do it. I have to look into Publix because every week
that's interesting news.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So Yeah, so that's good. But I know Target does that. I was surprised the other day when I was shopping and they said, oh yeah, the entire bill, you have so many points that I've been collecting. I didn't even know. Um, Noreen said I shop online at Target, so I spend less. That is the best way to shop online. You buy specifically. That's what I do with Publix now. I just do it online, so I don't buy anything extra. I just look for what I want, order it. I don't go into the store, walk around buying unnecessary stuff.
Well, you need to do that for Target, Michelle, not Publix. It's Target. You need to do it for.
I'm going to start doing it for Target. Well, let's say yes, Target will do that to you. Now I go to Target with my list and I'm in and out. Everything has gone up. Yeah. VM said one of my sons buys a grocery and I have to make a list and he does not buy anything that is not on the list. He stopped me from going to the grocery.
You should probably say your husband to do that because most men tend to be like that, where they tell them to buy bread, they're buying one loaf of bread and say, you didn't see biscuits. Somebody never tell them to buy biscuits, you know?
Yeah, the only thing with my husband is he buy off-brand stuff.
And that's fine too.
I don't like off-brand stuff. So he'll buy the Publix bread, he'll buy the Publix cereal.
Yes. Yes, that's a good man.
And the thing with him too, like if you see something, like if I see a shoes and I say I'm going to buy that shoes, go to the store, he'll be like, no, hold up. And it's going Amazon.
Yeah, you're gonna be rich one of these days and thank you.
I'm telling you. He's very my son. And that's exactly what he does as a career. He's in finance, so he knows how to,
Yes, cut and carve, man.
Diana said, okay, Sandra said, I stopped going to the store. I shop Amazon Fresh, have my food delivered to me, and I noticed I've saved a lot because I only get what I need. Is the fruits really fresh? Because that's my problem with Publix. The fruits is not fresh. Sometimes they give you, the rotten, they don't check the fruits. So let me know if Amazon fruits are better. So I shop there too.
But you can always send them back. It's the beauty of it. If you're not,
I do.
Send it back.
Yeah, I get my money back. Like the other day, the person sent a big slab of pot roast beef that I don't eat. And I was like, who put this on my list? I never ordered no beef. So they were like, oh, but you could cook it. I said, I don't eat beef. Right. And I never ordered it. So they refunded me, which is good. That with Publix, they just refund you. Then I said, I also go to the parents' home and shop from their cupboards and leave money for that. Sometimes he said, that's okay, princess. My mom gives me a nasty look. Mean mom, she says to dad, your daughter is lazy. Sandra said, when I would go to the store with my son, as I pick up, he would put it back.
Good boy.
Yeah, just at Costco. Exactly. Just says at Costco here in Canada, you get cash back from their card and credit card. Costco is Target equivalent for me. Thought I would send my husband, but it turned out worse. Then I said, my spouse, if you ask him to get something at the store, he will pick up anyone. I say, name brand is more expensive. He said he cannot be bothered searching. He just reach out for the one he sees. Then as I go to the fruit store instead of the supermarket, the fruit costs more, but always fresh. So I just say, yes, Amazon fruits and vegetables are very fresh. And if not, they refund your money. Patricia said, making a list doesn't work for me. I'll make a list, but just ignore it. It stays in my pocket the entire time. Me, the same thing too.
You see, but you have to get in the habit, Patricia, that you've made the list and you're going to stick by the list. You have to develop that discipline. We need to save money.
Yeah, we don't know how. Yeah, that is true. We don't know how long we're going to take to recover from COVID. And prices are soaring and it's going to be harder. So listen to Dr. Diana and do couponing and look up for specials from the various supermarkets to get your food product and write your list and stick to your list.
And stick to the list. Writing it is one thing, but you need to stick to it is the other thing. Oh gosh. And a few other things in the news that I wanted to mention. I don't know how we went off track. How did we get to couponing? Cost of
With
living, man.
price, cost of living and gas.
Gas price. But Shane Warne, an Australian cricket legend, he died at age 52. He says that legendary Australia leg spinner Shane Warne, one of the greatest cricketers of all times, has died of a suspected heart attack, age 52. Now, let me tell you, I remember Shane Warne, and for those who are watching or who will watch, who know anything about a little bit of cricket, let me tell you, when Shane Warne start bowling, so West Indies out and we're going to lose the match. He was just one of those leg spinners that they could not master. We had probably one or two people who could manage him, but as long as he was on bowling, him going to be taking wickets or you're not making no runs. Poor West Indies used to suffer at this man. I'm sorry to see his passing so early, but such it is.
That's what my mom said. That's what my mom said. He was the most feared person in cricket. Like nobody wanted to face him.
Nobody wants to face Shane Warne, man, because when he come with him little leg spinner and him just do a little thing and him just do that and they're out.
Yeah. Wow. That's a true legend. Yeah.
So that was that on that side. I wanted also to recognize reggae icon who passed on, Denny Morgan. I think he's his founding father for the group Morgan Heritage. He died in Atlanta yesterday as well. He was 70-something years old. He died leaving 30 children.
That's what I saw. I was like, wow.
30. I thought Bob Marley had a whole picnic, but this man had 30 children.
Yeah, but he was doing what God said for do.
What? Have 30 children?
Yeah. No.
Scatter your seeds.
Yeah, plant your seeds, scatter. And if they're fertile,
God, well, we could debate whether or not that is what God meant, that you just walk around and have so much picnic. But we can probably talk about that another time.
So I just said, I'm very picky with my food like you, Michelle. Very picky. Me too. Jean said, yes, Dr. D, so true. Just said, oh, no, I did not hear this. I remember him too. Sad to hear. West Indies used to have signs saying Warren Shane at matches.
Yes, his name Shane Warren, but he said Warren Shane. But I tell him, man, the man was something else.
Yeah, that is good. Well, everybody's been coming out in support, so I guess his impact was great, far-reaching, which is good. Angela said, be fruitful and multiply. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Be fruitful and multiply. Janet said, you also have to be realistic. If you know you will be tempted to buy more, then it's best to food shop online. Some people are disciplined, some are not. That is true. I have no discipline. So
I don't know about the shopping online for food stuff. I just can't conjure that in my head. There's certain things, yes, that you could buy online, but I can't imagine my everyday shopping from a food shop online. I guess I live in Jamaica. I don't get there so yet. I have to go market for go buy my hand a ripe banana. I have to look at it myself. I have to look on my piece of yam and turn it upside down. I have to check my sweet potato, my Irish potato, and my cocoa them. How am I going to do that online? We can't buy them. There's something there online.
You know what you can do when they come to your house? From the online shopping, you can do exactly that. Turn it upside.
But then it's too late. I need it for cook. I will see if I find an online farm. Well, there are online farmers market things. Like there are some farms. I know this farm down in St. Anne, and you can go online and order stuff. But I order like lettuce and things and cabbage, kale, things that you don't have to inspect it much. But when it comes to your sweet potato and your yam, you want to see it. And you're planting and your hand by ripe banana them.
I get it. I don't know what my mom did, but like every Friday, she and her crew, they don't like meet up, but they all meet up in the market, go with them back to shop, like haggle with the people and, talk and just look at this stuff. And I'm like, you don't have to do all of that. Like you could get it, like in the town, they have people selling the same thing. But I guess it's just something therapeutic to just go about shopping, inspecting, doing all that stuff. Some people like doing that. Some people enjoy shopping just for that. But I don't know. Sandra says Michelle is not disciplined because she's rich. Sandra, you know, I know.
No, Sandra, Sandy, Sheba,
Shema, you know, I know me cry every time the cashiers them can say the Excel what I have, like, oh my God, why? And I ask them how they reach up to that cost. No, I don't have it. I wish I did. But Joy said, amen. Jean said, clothes and boot, doctor. Not my food. Me check everything.
Right. You can buy clothes and shoes online. Yes, definitely you can buy it online. And even that, me so reluctant with the shoes and the clothes because sometimes the clothes size them don't even consistent with the regular size. You ever notice?
Yeah, the material is not as good. Like it's not what you thought it is. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna buy online.
No man, you have to go. Michelle, look on
YouTube.
YouTube.
A specific store. Or YouTube. Let me look.
I hear the garbage truck and I should probably run go put out the bin.
Well, yeah, you can run go put it out.
Excuse me.
I don't see no comment coming in on YouTube, people. I check it. I check in often. So let us know. I don't see. Diana said, Doc D, you sound like my dad. He will drive all the distance to Toronto just to get yam for his Jamaican soup. Going there today for that Jamaican soup. Mom says too much starch. Whatever, mom. Yeah, nothing like the Jamaican yam. Jean said, shop at certain stores, Dr. D. Not every one of them are bad. That is true. You could shop at multiple stores to get whatever you want. Like some stores might have better meat, better flour, whatever. So yeah, you could shop around at better prices. Diana said, I have to go in to buy pants the size online. Never fits my rear end. Oh, well, that is good to go fit. Yeah, that's why I like to go to the stores. I don't like buying clothes online unless it's a store, you know, like if it's Ann Taylor or, you know, Express or a store that I'm familiar with, I'll shop online. But I don't just randomly shop online because sometimes the fitting is not good and you have to send it back. Sandra says, so true, bestie. Sometimes the clothes and shoe size is a little different. Yeah, and it does not fit right. And it doesn't fit right. Sometimes it's always funny to see some people post like what they see online and what it is that was delivered. Like when they try on the clothes, how it looks on them. So yeah, I don't like buying clothes and shoes online. You catch the truck?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, it's 11 o'clock. We're supposed to have a special guest.
At 11:15. She'll come in at about 11:15.
Oh, 11:15.
There's some other things that we could talk about. We had wanted to talk about the diaspora news. I mean, all of this is diaspora news. But I wanted, and probably we can look at it another time, the party issue. What is happening with the party over in Canada? They're having some supplies concern as to which party is best or whether or not them should even have the party there. I wanted to recognize too, as I sit in Jamaica, unlike most of you guys, the impact that the diaspora really has on the Jamaican economy. It ought not to be overlooked. There is the contribution to the GDP with the remittance. It is significant. There is the sharing of knowledge, priceless. And I think we probably need from time to time as Jamaicans here in Jamaica to recognize and celebrate you guys out there in the diaspora who do so much and continue to love Jamaica so hard for the sake of seeing it better. But what is the story with the party? Me still want to know. Why is there a problem with party in Canada?
Which party? Like they're talking about the brand?
Why there's a party war? Now that me see that party war are gone.
What am I to fight over which brand better? Like
yes.
Or I used to like Juicy
anybody
beef.
See it?
No, I'm not see it. You have to maybe pull it up. I used to like Juicy Beef patty, but then it just fall off. So I'm using the other one. What's the other one? What's the other?
Sugar and spice. Oh, Tasties.
Tasties is tasting much better.
Yes, I'm have a nice crust for them crust. Nice, though, me not tell you no lie.
Yeah, so juicy beef just fell right off. I'm not sure what happened.
You know, we have to talk to Joe Kitchen about that.
Yeah, after a while, like it just made me feel upset. My stomach, like, so I couldn't eat it anymore.
Right, so there's this news article that says, I grew up on beef patties. I was shocked to find out that the Canadian government tried to rename them in 1985. Anybody know that?
Rename them for what? So
there's this Jamaican Caribbean man saying that Caribbean heritage in Toronto grew up eating Jamaican beef patties. It didn't matter if they were from my local convenience store, Jamaican restaurant, church, or a box in my mother's freezer, but him just as I usually them get it. But there is no this 1985 patty war when the Ghanaian government tried to rename the beef patty. So what were they going to call it? I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, we need to know what they're going to try calling. But you have something similar to patty in other cultures that it's like kind of like empanada, like you have a stuffing, but it's not, they don't call it patty. But Jamaicans always have to think of them run the world, which we do run the world. But when in the ban the party, are they just upset because they want to rename the party?
They want to rename the party. They said that in 1985, the Meat Inspection Act classified a beef patty as what goes in a hamburger. It could contain only meat and seasoning, and it couldn't be encased in a dough or a crust. So the beloved snack from the island of reggae music did not qualify. And so they began calling hamburger patties and Jamaican beef patties the same. So they figured they can't call it the same because it would be confusing. But it looked like they won't go back this again. Yeah, patty versus patty.
Yeah, but when I buy patty, it's called beef patty, like the regular they put in the burger here. But I guess in the US, we're a little bit not caught up in minor stuff, but the chicken too, they call it chicken patty. Like when you go to the store, like if you go to Publix to buy the frozen one, it's a chicken patty or beef patty, but it's not the Jamaican patty, but we know the difference. So I don't know why Canada having a big ruckus about
why
it.
Would Canada then want to call the patty when a patty is not a patty, it's a pie? Oh yes, they wanted to call it a pie. Yes.
Oh, they want to call it meat pie.
Yes, I wanted to call it a pie.
Yeah, I would be offended too. Because I would be offended too. Yes, go petition the government. Go petition and then need to put the right name. Yeah, I agree with you guys. No, I agree with you. I agree.
You can imagine you call Jamaican patty pie. Where we come from?
I'm going to Jamaica go say I want a meat pie. I'm going I want a beef pie.
Oh my gosh.
Eflan said right now I have over $200 worth of clothes that can't fit. Online is a no-no for me, honestly, unless it's a household stuff. VM said yes, that was a while ago. Paula said Tasty's patties were always my favorite. Yeah, I'm converted. I love that patty now. VM said the patty had something to do with burger. Pauline said they tried to call it meat pie. Mogo Jamaica got seriously asked the meat pie. Diana said, I love Jamaica simply because my dad is Jamaican, and since a little kid, he told me all about Jamaica. Was so excited the first time I went. All my mom did was sit on the beach in the sun and say on the food too spicy for her. Why go someplace if you do not want to sightsee and remain in the hotel? Noreen said, I go to Jamaica corner store for patties. They make their own. Don't buy frozen patties. Yeah.
Oh, good. Where's Noreen? Noreen, you're in the US. Where are you?
Yeah, where are you? VM said they came to compromise and had to call it. Oh, so they call it Jamaican patty.
Okay, fine. So the war done then.
Yeah, the war finished. Just a famous patty store, Randy's in Toronto, closed down due to lack supply chain issues. When the news came out, there were a long line up and down the blocks to purchase. Oh no. Diana said, Pauline McLean, when the government want to say meat pie, He said they're too enough. Noreen said she's in the US.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a few patty places. Some people just don't make the patty right.
The cross now right too, don't it?
Yeah, or sometimes it curry. I'm like, what curry? Let me know. Me no know. Some people just not do it
Let
right.
me tell you, when I was growing up, there was a party. It used to be started in Maypen, and I remember only just started one store. But prior to that, there was a shop called the Green Shop. And let me tell you, they had a patty, Michelle. You could only get it there. There was just flavor about it. The crust was almost crumbly. It's not flaky like the traditional patties. But let me tell you, it was one of the best patty, the Green Shop patty. Anybody else remember Green Shop patty in Maypen? It was the nicest patty, man. Woo!
Is it still there or did they close?
No, unfortunately, not still there. And I wish I could find it. I would have eat one after Lent.
Okay. Diana said, my dad miss Randy. He would drive that hour to Toronto to buy. We know the owner of Randy's. The dad had died. That's why the kids just could not be bothered.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when you build the tribe build a legacy, but there's no one to continue it.
Yeah. But sometimes you just have to recognize that kids have different interests and support them on that, you know. Mish, some things happening on the 8th. The 8th of March is International Women's Day. And I think that we want to celebrate, and you had promised to say who it is that influences you most. So we could probably make you share that knowledge, share that with us. Who is that person who you'd want to celebrate in recognition of International Women's Day outside of your mom? And we did ask others to think about it and to be prepared to come on camera to talk to.
Okay, we could talk for 5 minutes because we have our 4 minutes. So there's this one person that I admire. And if you know me, if you know me when I was younger, you know that this is one of the women that I admire the most and look up to. And some people might be shocked, but I just loved her personality, her fighting spirit, how she spoke her mind and stood up for whatever she believed in. And that person is former Prime Minister of Jamaica, Portia Simpson Miller. Trust me, I'm telling you. You see, every time, like I feel like I'm up against a monster in court, I always remember her talking about the spirit of Nanny. You know, like I just remember her speech just telling empowerment, you know, like, so I always feel empowered. I'm just saying, you know what, may have the blood of the maroons in, you know, like I just remember her speech. And it just pushed me and gave me some drive to just keep going. And the fact that she didn't start off, you know, coming from, you know, the elite of Jamaica, but from very humble beginnings. And people were at her because, she never have the high education or the top education and the language, but she did get ahead. She made her mark. And that is why I admire her. She never let anything, like people attacked her left, right, and center. We don't know if it did bruise her or hurt her, but you could not tell. She kept going. She kept fighting for what she believed in. Even if it was unpopular, she kept fighting. She was also able to go across party lines and look at issues. Even in instances where I saw like a young Andrew Holness, when she would invite him to, you know, government events, like she never like say, oh, because I'm a JLP, let me not do it. She looked beyond party and looked at what was good for Jamaica and the people, and she never forgot where she came from. So that's why I admire her. She's one person that I look up to, and I've seen her once. I haven't met her in person, but I saw her speak once when she came to Trelawney, and I was in awe of that lady. And she gave me a sense and a drive that I need to be the best, regardless of, you know, humble beginnings, and just continue to strive and have compassion toward others and fight for the underdog. That's why I always support the underdog. I love her. You could see that.
Wow, Mitch, thanks so much for sharing. And let me tell you, indeed, Portia is just that. She didn't come from the upper echelon of the society. She didn't come from what was traditionally what we now call traditional politicians. She didn't come from there, but she had a genuine interest in her people, regardless of politics aside. She really had a genuine interest in her people. And you spoke about her ability to transcend the borders. Wherever it was, she could relate to any side of the fence, and people respected her for it. Let me tell you, I like her too. I thought to myself, who, if I had to look into politics and say, who really would who is it for me? And there is Donna Scott Motley. She's from Clarendon. She went to Clarendon College. She's a close family friend. She's always so measured and precise and just genuine in how she approaches life, and her passion is always there without ever being rude or arrogant.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Never disrespectful.
Never. She does always. And then I look to it and I say, and I like Mitzi Siaga too. She was always, when she was always there regardless of what political party in power. She always very supportive of her husband, the Prime Minister Edward Siaga, and you couldn't help but respect how she carried herself. And she not getting on a cascas, and she not call nobody no name. You can't see first ladies like her anymore. It's like them don't exist. Them arrogant and aggressive and just ordinary. She was just always a cut above the rest.
A lady.
Always a lady. Regardless of our political views and our differences, she was always a lady. And so I really celebrate those people on the political side. If I'm to know, and I'm sure that you would agree, if we're to identify one person in politics, no, it would have to be Mia Motley.
Yeah, definitely her. Definitely her. Like, I admire these women because they do, before, like you always see men in leadership position, men, and then, like you could get there, just put in the work, chart the course you want to go, and just be respectful to people as you go along. Remember who you're passing as you go all the way up to the top, because those are the people that will help you. If you stumble or, if anything happened, they will help you and help catch you, and they will speak highly of you. So she's just one of those women I admire, will always admire and respect. And even so, when it comes to politics, the fact that how she was able to go beyond party, that is to me how I am, because I'm not like to any specific party, but I could look at a party, what they're doing, and be critical, or if they do good, they do good. Yeah, you give them, they applaud them, you encouraging. So that's why she's just for me. But let me read some of the comments, because we have a guest coming on in a few. Just said, me too, Michelle, for the same and some other personal reasons, which I unfortunately cannot share. She's a phenomenal woman. VM said, I saw some people eating a patty online at Devon House, and it's made with curry goat. Yeah, I saw it. Have you had it, Dr. Diana?
Yes, I've had it. In fact, at Devon House, they've always had over the years, my favorite patty at Devon House was always a lobster patty, which is really fabulous. And they make it in a kind of a pocket, more than a pocket looking thing than a regular flat looking crust. And the curry goat one is really very good. But apart from being at Devon House, you can get it at Mother's. Most Mother's locations, I think, carry. I'm not so sure, but so I'm told.
Okay. Janice says, I love her too. Jean said, yes, Michelle, I love her too. Paula said, yes, respect to Portia. I was not a fan, but I respect her. She came a long way. Yes, Ethelyn said, honestly, I'm related to Portia, but never seen her in that light, but have to agree. I use my political eyes to cloud the truth. Thank you for that, Michelle. Diana said, hear my great and great grandparents talk about Mitzi. Say she was quite the lady. Yeah, she was. That was when you look up to these, not look up, but you saw these ladies, first ladies, and how they carry themselves, like respectable, ladylike. That's what I always admire. Like the loud talking, and you can't get your point across, you don't have to be disrespectful. And when I start being disrespectful, I automatically tune you out. So this good. But see, we have our guests coming on. We go have, Rihanna. My goddaughter name is Rihanna too.
Hi. If you turn your camera on, we'd appreciate that.
Okay, sure. Let me just stop myself a bit.
And this is Rihanna Blake. Rihanna went to Immaculate Conception High School. She completed last year, so she would have been in her first year at university level. Rihanna, why I'm not seeing you? No camera? Ah, there you are. Ah,
you have to unmute.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Hi, Rihanna. Welcome.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
You're welcome.
And introduce you to Auntie Michelle. Auntie Michelle is an attorney. She's in Jacksonville, Florida. She focuses on immigration matters, but she does taxes too. So when we're in trouble, we call her for that as well. Either which way we're in trouble is either immigration or taxes. So we call Auntie Michelle about that. And we have our audience members. In fact, somebody asked this morning about you because I've been sharing that I have my dear niece down in Ukraine and we had some concerns, but that you were safe and sound. So we're happy to see you. My first question, tell me about your first day in Ukraine. Tell me what it was like for you as a Jamaican student, leaving home and being in Ukraine.
The first day, wow. Well, luckily, I was able to have my family there. So my younger sister, my parents were there. So it was a blessing, an absolute blessing. And I mean, the first major change was really the weather because going from, 27 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Celsius to, like at the time, 6 degrees Celsius. And that wasn't even the worst thing. It went all the way down to negative 15, negative 18. So, I mean, nothing that on a few layers couldn't solve. So that was just, the biggest difference. But it it was different in a good way. Like everything, it wasn't like I wasn't able to be comfortable. Like even though, there was the language barrier, I started learning Russian and Ukrainian. So in some ways I could suffice with that. And I mean the people are nice, even though sometimes they may not understand you. Even sometimes they want to help you, they will speak their language and they know you can't understand them, but the point will still come across somehow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was but amazing country, honestly. It's really, really sad that what's happening. Really, really sad.
Yeah. All right, Mish.
Yeah. Okay, so I know I read where people say, like, you said you learned a little Ukrainian and Russian. Did you learn it prior to going to Ukraine, or did you learn it when you got to Ukraine?
Funny enough, I started on Duolingo Ukrainian, but I was just like, Duolingo is not this. So let me just look up some YouTube videos. And I learned the greetings, little, social graces and all those stuff. But it's different learning the language outside of the country than in the country because you live it every day, you get to practice the language. So I was really able to start, picking up on certain things and how people communicated with like slang and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. And why did you decide to go to Ukraine to study compared to Jamaica or the US or Canada?
I wanted something different because I consider myself very strong and confident, and I never actually put the US or Canada in my options. Like I wanted something different. I wanted a different language, a different culture, because I'm a person of language and culture. Like I love to learn languages. I was very passionate about Spanish in school. I'm fluent in Spanish. I keep learning languages every day. Like I try to improve myself in those areas. So when the option of Ukraine came to me, I was just like, far, but okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It was easy for her to take that perspective, but not for her poor mother and all of us around. Why you have to go so far? You know how long it take a trip to reach a Ukraine. You couldn't just go around the corner there. So And just to put things in perspective, Rihanna did very well while she was at Immaculate. She got 9 ones. She did 9 subjects. She got all ones. She ranked in the top 100 in terms of the CAPE exam results that came out recently as well. So she's not an average achiever. She is an excellent student and very committed and dedicated individual. So Rihanna, we're glad to have you. Everybody glad about boss now, just to see that you are here and you're good. So we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. How long did you study for? How long? And then what made you know that you had to leave? And then we get into that.
Okay, so my semester only started in October. My first semester ended in January. So I just started my second semester like February 1st. So I'm, as you said, I just changed university. So I haven't had my time to, settle down and do all the journeying and all the nice things that people, what you call them, sophomores and all those people do. I didn't have that experience yet. But how did I know I needed to leave? It wasn't a matter of how, really, because my other classmates left. Some of my other classmates left. And there was a lot of talk in the air, the Western media and everything. But it's very different from what you all are hearing from what we were living there. Because I even recall I went to the mall on the Sunday before the first attack, and everything was fine. Everyone was there eating McDonald's, shopping, doing this, doing that. Like, there was nothing in the atmosphere, no tension, no apprehensive nature, nothing of that sort, really. Like, it's not as if we were expecting it. I did not expect it, because I even spoke to like my teachers, some people who were like in 5th year, gonna finish their 6th year. They're like, oh, Russia always threatens us all the time. This is not new. So I wasn't really worried. And I mean, I was already prepared to like bunker down in my room. Like, I had all my supplies, my food, my water and stuff. Because I mean, I said I wanted
did you go out and buy extra water and extra food?
Yes, I did. Yes, I went to the supermarket, got extra stuff. So yeah, I was prepared. But hey, when that first day came, that was it. That was time to go. Time to go.
So okay, my question is, were they, because I know there's a lot of confusion. People are saying like, why they didn't leave immediately when they were told 2 weeks ago to leave students? But was it that, as you said, it was just a vibe, like nothing was going to happen? It was just a regular thing, no need to panic.
Yeah, because media houses back home in the Western Hemisphere, they were covering all these things. We here, we're just like, I mean, you guys are being told the truth, but also, mix up in it, as Jamaicans would say.
Exaggeration.
Right. So it was a matter of us deciding, should we leave prematurely and risk having trouble coming back to the uni if nothing happens? Or if we leave, if we stay, do we risk getting caught in a possible outbreak of this tension, So yeah.
So were you in the city, or were you in the, what they call the country area, or the city?
I was in the city. I was in Kharkiv, which is the second major city.
You're in the second biggest city in
Ukraine, right? And that is the most eastern, to my knowledge, like very close to the Russian border.
Okay.
And when you decided to leave, like at that moment when you decided to leave, like, did you already have a strategy of how to exit? Like, I'm going to go to this country, have this train, like, or was it just 2 years prior to me reaching Ukraine, my mom, I literally remember the conversation in my head right now. We were in the kitchen and my mom was bringing up the possibility of this thing happening, and we're just going through what we would do and stuff. So it's funny to see how everything played out. And I mean, with the whole Jamaican community, we were able to move as one, to
we went to the train station, even though we had some trouble there with, the attack and all that. We were able to, get on a train and leave. So that was really the plan, because my mother already said, no, it's not as if the airways are going to be open, it's going to be closed. So what else is there to facilitate your movement? That was just the main point,
Yeah, so your mom was basically the level-headed mastermind. Look, I think she instilled in you the possibility of what might happen. Like she never baby you. She, she opened your eyes so you could mentally prepare and just act immediately and not be crippled. So kudos to your mom. I know they always say moms are being extra and overbearing, but it's kudos to her for doing that. So when you guys got on the train, how was it? Because I heard a lot of people saying that they were taking off individuals off the train that who were not from Ukraine and saying the Ukrainian go first. Were you able to get out before that chaos happened? Like before all of that?
Yes, that did not happen on my train at all. The only time our train stopped was for the officials to check if there were Ukrainian men, because the martial law stated that ages 16 to 63 were to stay and fight the war. So that's it. That's about it.
Oh, well, I just want to pause to really celebrate your mom, Ava Blake. She's a wonderful person. She has raised a strong young woman. And as we look to International Women's Day, we really want to celebrate the ladies who will take over from the likes of me and you, Michelle, and the fact that we have Ava raising Rihanna in such a way that she can be calm in the midst of a storm. She can know, okay, we have to be level-headed about things, and this is a strategy that we have to apply. Because tell you the truth, I don't know how I would have managed that situation. For me, that probably over here with my head wrap on a tear off my wig, because but she's so level-headed and measured, and I want to commend Ava for always being that very level-headed and having raised Rihanna in such a way that Rihanna can fall on it in the midst of a crisis.
That is because that is a good way to raise a child, so they know and are prepared to face the world. Because when you protect them too much, because if she had just acted like nothing will ever happen, the result might have been different. So it's always good to raise your children where they are aware of what's happening in the world and know how to act in different situations. So she did an awesome job. And I love that. But when you said that they were they were coming on the train, searching, because this is like a movie, like the back in the day movie when you watch this. How was there mentally, how did you feel in that moment? Like, were you scared, or were you just like, oh, it's not?
I have just not processed everything. It's really, I feel it's just the daring nature of me, because I find that apart from me being confident, outgoing, I'm very daring. Like I there's just this crazy part of me. So during the whole experience, even though I was uncomfortable with everything, I wasn't scared, because my God will never leave me. Okay.
Oh, yeah, Christian, that's good.
Yes. So I just always say,
a real example to us Roman Catholics. She's a very good Christian Roman Catholic child.
Yeah, because that is the other part of it. Your faith in God is another thing too that will guide you through too. So you have two things already that you'll get really far. That is good. I admire when you said that your faith in God. I love that.
Yeah. So when the soldiers came on the train, we're just like, okay, what are they checking for? Because I know I have everything, and they're not trying to take me off the train, because I really can't do anything for their country. Except probably stitch up a few wounds or something with my little experience in med school, but that's it. So
they could take you off, so you could cook some Jamaican jerk chicken.
There you go.
Well, that's awesome. Miss, you want to take some comments?
Yeah, let me read some comments because we're getting a lot. Patricia says, hello, Rihanna. Good to know you made it home safely. Angela said, just looking at pictures I took with Portia, met her in 2006, beautiful person. Peter said, Rihanna, we are happy you are home safe. Patricia said, Rihanna, be strong and courageous. God bless you and your family always. Jean said, wow. Peter said, Rihanna, hope this was not being too personal. is not being too personal. What's next for your studies?
What's next? I am gauging Europe. My mind has always been on Europe. Even still, I still refuse to go back to the US, Canada, or even to study at home because I want a different experience, as I said.
Yeah.
So I'm really searching Europe, getting all my options on the table.
Okay, that's good. Now you have time. Just says
and just to add, we have Bishop down in Switzerland. Bishop, is there any medical school down there that is not too expensive? Audience are putting it out there, Rihanna wants to go into Europe and to study there. Is there anybody there who can tell us?
Yes. Let us know.
Just says, indeed, happy to see you're out safe, Rihanna. Sandra said, oh my God, Rihanna, you are so beautiful. It's such a pleasure getting to finally meet you and knowing that you are back home safely. Congratulations on all your academic achievements.
Thank you.
Diana said, awesome interview. So happy you got back to Jamaica safely. I don't think she's back in Jamaica. I could be wrong. Erica said, thank God that you are home safe. We should give you guys a tuition for the same price as you were paid in Ukraine.
Well, let me respond to that, Erica. Yui said that they would be willing to accommodate them, but they can make no concessions on the fee, and it is $28,000 per year. So, I mean, basically, you were saying them on their own.
Yeah. So Jean said, God is awesome. I am happy you all were safe and made it home. Paulette says, awesome young lady. Jean said, great job, Mom. Jean said, glory. Yes, girl, love that part of you. Joy said, thumbs up for your mom. Carlene said, glad to have you back safely, Rihanna.
Yes.
Glad to have you back. So you said you're figuring out what your next move.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the school with what's going on now, they haven't had any, anything online or anything going on. So your option would be either to stay in Europe. So do you think they will accept your credits for what you've done, or that would be something that you have to do in your process of finding a new school?
I have access to my grades online, but I think I do. Hopefully the system is not done with everything that's happening in Ukraine, but the European countries are really, really accommodating us students from Ukraine. Like they're making exceptions and stuff. So we are really, really grateful for the things that they're doing for us.
Okay, that's good. And okay, so just so continue. So this is just, look at this. It's war-torn area, but the positive is that it's maybe a little break for you to just chill, explore a little. I'm not sure what country you are, but explore a little before you get back. Because you're going to have to kick it up 100 knots again when school start back. So just take the time to enjoy and explore.
Is mom nearby?
I didn't hear you, Auntie. Go again.
Is mom nearby?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Sandra says, bestie, that's the character of a Jamaican, to be calm and prepared to move when necessary. Jamaican parents are phenomenal, even when they don't know it. We have to strive to bring out the best in our children at all times. Peter says, thanks. I believe.
Sandy, that's really true. Sorry. Really.
No, that is true. Thanks. Peter said, thanks. I believe you are going to get where you desire. Continued prayers. Noreen said, glad you're safe. Continue to stay focused. Yeah. So brilliant. Oh my God. Well, you are brilliant, but I mean, like, it's inspiring. I like that. Last week we had another young doctor on. It's like these young generation make you feel so proud. Like like when they hear everything bad, like the media focus mostly on the bad stuff. Like they're in gangs, they're fighting, all these things. And then you see all these young people, putting their head down, working hard, getting ahead, and our true inspiration that is not focused on mostly. So all we're seeing is the bad, which needs to be highlighted. And I love seeing it. Dr. Diana.
Well, I probably just wanted, since we still have some time with Riri before she goes. Rihanna, did you always want to become a medical doctor when you were growing up?
Yes, like I've always wanted to help people, and since I was like 10 or 9, I wanted to be a cardiologist, and it's not far from what I want to do now. Now I want to be a cardiothoracic surgeon. So
you wanted to be a cardiologist then. What do you want to do now?
I want to be a cardiothoracic surgeon.
Explain the difference, like explain.
Yeah, we don't understand those things. We understand teacher and
explain
Claudia. You assume so we understand what those things mean.
explain the difference.
A cardiologist is a doctor who specializes in the heart, whereas a cardiothoracic surgeon is a doctor who operates on the thoracic cavity, being the heart, the lungs, the thorax, which is the throat, really. Yeah.
Okay. Now me get it.
Yeah.
No, we understand.
No, we
So
understand.
are you I know you're in Europe and you love the exposure. I know a lot of people always ask this. Is your intention to go back to Jamaica to offer your services that is much needed?
Of course. I want to stay in Jamaica. Jamaica is my home. I'm an island girl. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going.
That is
want to
good.
give back. That's fabulous.
Yeah, that is good to give back and to go back and to, provide services that are needed, because like a lot of these things, like these areas, because usually I keep hearing people saying there are like general practitioners, like, but you need all these specialists that Jamaica needs. And like most doctors, like I said, don't go further in Jamaica. So it's good that you are going to do something and offer it to Jamaica that more than likely is not there. I don't think it's there. Or you maybe have one person that does it.
Yeah, because Dr. Spencer said yes, last Saturday that they didn't even have the pediatric oncologist. Was that what you wanted to do?
Yeah.
That they don't have any oncologists that specialize in for children. So we probably don't have
a lot.
So we need them to come back here. Brianna, when you are growing, we celebrate International Women's Day in another couple of days, and I want for you to give it some thought. If you had to identify two women in your life, in terms of impact and influence that you wanted to celebrate, I want to give you an opportunity. We want to give you an opportunity to share those two individuals with us and let us help you to celebrate them.
And tell us why.
Yes, and tell us why. Mish will read some more comments.
Why you think about that? Let me read some comments.
To lean in a little bit so we can hear you better. Sometimes.
Okay, Noreen says, glad you're safe. Okay, Paulus says, Rihanna, keep up the good work and trust in God. He will never leave you or forsake you. VM says, stay focused and trust God, Rihanna. Erica said, Rihanna, I wish you the best in the next chapter of your medical studies and future career. Jessie said, I'm so happy you and the other students are back safely. Lorna said, thank God all our kids are out of Ukraine and safe. We serve a powerful God. The prayers our grandparents pray always keep us going. We pray, we have faith, and we believe. Angela said, very articulate, will do well. Best wishes in your future endeavors.
And we all celebrate you for that.
Yes.
So share with us. You have two women in your life over the years that you can celebrate.
My mother, because we already know.
Always mommy first and foremost.
Okay, the first one is my grandmother, who unfortunately is not here with us anymore, but when she was alive, she really strengthened my relationship with God. Anytime we went to her, she would pray for our safety, she would always pray for something for us. And she really inspired me. She really drove me to do well, particularly in the CSEC examinations, because around that time, that's when I lost her. So I really wanted, to make her proud, make her sister proud, who left the world with her also at that time. I really wanted to make them proud.
And I don't mean to rehash it, but some years ago, I don't remember how many years, there's these two older ladies who were murdered in Jamaica in their home in Kingston. And one of them was Rihanna's grandmother and her sister, who both lost their lives. And I don't want to rehash the story, but yes, it was a very sad moment and a blotch in the Jamaican history when those two older women in their 80s were murdered by thugs in their homes. And I know that Rihanna was really indeed very close to her grandmother. But to see that she continues to strive, and I really encouraging you, Rihanna, to see that you continue to strive to just, in memory of your grandma, is noble.
Yes.
not going to interrupt you again, I promise.
Fine. I'm not gonna say like one more. I'm gonna put them in a group because I just have to group everyone. Like they're so fantastic. Like the ladies at my church, like honestly, the older women at my church, they're really like they don't know how much they inspire me. Anytime I see them every Sunday, they're like, Rihanna, how are you doing? How is the school work? I pray for you, your safety in your career, and I pray that she gets all the good grades. Like, even though they might say it, and they say it every Sunday, so it's just in the back of my mind every Sunday. These people are counting on me to do well. I can't let these people down. Like, I love them so much, and they watch me grow in church. Like, I can't let these people down. These people are here for me all the time, especially my teacher who taught me since I was 3 in prep school, Miss Adams. Always want to know who I am. Always want to know Miss Lawrence from church. Big up the St. John Baptist Roman Catholic Church community. All of them over there, pure love for all of them. They really, really inspired me on this journey.
Yes.
I like that. I like that you use like just people that you've grown up with for inspiration, because sometimes people always look further, like trying something, but it's good you can connect, and it's good to have that the village. Remember, we always talk about the village of people encouraging, and they're always encouraging you to do your best, so you feel like you have to do it for them, like you cannot be a failure.
Let me add one more category. These people most of them are not people who I grew up with, but during the whole crisis in Ukraine thing, I never expected the outreach and the love on my Instagram. Like, I got over 200 messages, people asking me, Rihanna, are you fine? How is it going? Do you want me to do anything for you? Just tell me, update me, please. Like, if I missed an update, they will be like, Rihanna, where's the update? What's going on? Let us know what's happening. So I really appreciate it. People might say that, social media love is fake, but these people who I probably haven't even texted in the last 5 years, they reached out to me. People who I just follow, and I don't even know that they follow me, reached out to me. Rihanna, how are you doing? What's Ukraine like? What's going on? So I really, really, really appreciated it during that time. It really helped my mental health really, really much, really a lot.
That's good. Yeah, mental health is important.
Yes.
Rihanna, I'm happy that you mentioned that it really helped your mental state. And I think that coupled with your faith in God, your confidence and the support of your family and those Instagram followers and everybody else that is in social media who've been so praying for you and looking out for, including the audience here, who every week wanted to know, Diana, what is the update? What is the update? We all are celebrating seeing you in flesh here, sharing your experience with us. And we certainly will continue to pray for you, to pray for your well-being, to pray for your mental state, and to pray that God will just open the doors, the opportunities that you're seeking, that you want to have, that it aligns with his own mission and grace for you, and that he gives us the wisdom to understand when there is a difference. So, Michelle, any last words for Miss Rihanna?
Let me read some of the comments before my last words. Angela said, very articulate, will do well. Best wishes in your future endeavors. Okay, Joy said, I echo that about Jamaican parents. Even if the parent is a single parent like myself, my 2 sons didn't have failure as an option. Joy said, see you all next week, have to go out. Angela said, do you have other Jamaican classmates?
Yes, I do. Actually, I'm with one. Yes, I do have Jamaican classmates.
Okay. Sandra also said, Rihanna, you are a special
Did you say
person.
that you have one there? There's one?
Yes, I'm with one of my Jamaican classmates.
Okay. Do you want to say hello to that person? We can just say hello to that person without coming on camera if they don't want to.
Say hi.
Or if they want to come on camera, it's quite fine to come and say hi to them, whoever in Jamaica they want to hail up.
Hold on, let me call him.
Yes, all right.
Why you do that? Rihanna, you are a special person. I pray for the best and all the success that you truly deserve. God bless you, sweetheart. Jessie said, God bless you and all your endeavors. She's really smart, brilliant young lady. Excited to see. This is what they need in the profession. She seemed to be connected to people. And that's what they want, compassion. Because no, I see even last night they were saying like these doctors are so detached. It's like, they don't want to really be doctors. They're just doing it because of the degree. But she saw like she have a genuine passion for it.
Yeah.
And she will have the compassion when dealing with patients and getting them
the medical side of our Jamaica going to be in excellent hands, Mish, because 2 weeks in a row and is excellent doctor.
People.
Yes. You have some more comments there shouting out at you.
Yeah, Paula said, Rihanna, I love your humility and your gratitude. Prayers for all other Jamaican students who were in Ukraine. Jude said, it is so awesome when you see a young person whose values are instilled in God. Rihanna, you're a blessing. Continue to do well. Oh, hi. You're on mute.
Yeah, I was muted.
Really passionate about her choice of studies. I know she will make it. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Who do we have, Rihanna?
This is Sarah Bell, another Jamaican.
Hi, Sarah.
Sarah.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
We're so happy to see you. We have a few minutes, but we want to give you an opportunity if you want to tell us which 2 women you would want to celebrate for International Women's Day. And then we're not going to ask you your story about, we know that you're in great hands. You're hanging with Rihanna. And we're happy to see you and hail up your family.
Okay. Oh, what was the question? Which 2 women?
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously I am a family person. Not obviously, I'm a family person. So I want to big up my grandmother, of course. Yes. My grandmother is the absolute light in my life and she does nothing but motivates me. So my grandmother and my mother, the most important people in my life and everything. So I couldn't make it throughout the whole thing without both of them being by my side, praying for me throughout this whole thing. And yeah, just my grandmother and my mother. That's it.
Oh. All right, fine. We want to wish you all the best. Miss, you have any questions?
You want to send hi to them? You want to tell, I don't know if you're tuning in, but send a shout out to anybody you want to back home or anywhere.
Oh, hi guys. I'm sorry. I'm alive. I'm well.
She's fine.
I haven't been able to respond to anybody's message, but guys, I'm good. I'm safe. God got me. Yes, so good. Thank you for your prayers and your well wishes, but I'm good and I'm alive.
So, that is good. I just have one question. Which high school did you go to? I'm hoping you say Westwood, but what high school?
I actually went to Mount Alvernia. I'm a Mobile girl.
Oh, close enough.
It's their school.
Okay, that is good. Close enough.
Michelle is from Trelawney, and so everybody for her must come from Trelawney. So
wow.
Take my baby. Yes, but it was really good being here. Brianna, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Both so much continue to keep safe, and we are sure that God will continue to bless and keep you both.
Yeah.
And we will keep you in your prayers. And if ever you feel like joining the show and just coming to keep us an update or just to come co-host, we'll be more than happy to have you.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
All right, guys.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. That's so good. Love to the young people. Them happy. This is all I need to highlight, not all the depressing stuff.
Yeah.
True. VM said we did not get her name. Her name was Sandra.
No, her name wasn't that. Bell.
I know the last. But I showed it to the Bells. I mean, no fuck from a bay.
Well, see, we can ask her next time she come to co-host.
Yeah.
You still have comments? You still have some comments?
Okay. Sarah. Her name was Sarah. Sarah Bell. Sarah Bell from Montego Bay.
Okay.
Yes. Sandra said, God bless all the Jamaican children abroad and abroad. Yeah, keep blessings up for them. I enjoyed that interview. I like having younger people talk. That's what we need for inspiration for the younger generation. So they see other options, to the lifestyle. And like work hard, dedication, working hard, dedication you get ahead, you know.
Wow.
And what I hope for though is that I know like all these children see these opportunities, but a lot of people, children I know, like would want to go study abroad, but they don't know these opportunities exist for them to travel, especially if they're from the rural areas. So it would be good if they have a system set up to assist these children once they get to CXC level, so that they're able to see options. Like you may be able to afford UWI, but you could go to another country to attain your goals of being a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, or whatever. Or, you know, like agriculturalist or something. So it would be good if they implement a system. So it's not only for children in the city, or if you know you pay for these classes, but just for all students. Like guidance councils would have a list of schools and opportunities for children to go overseas or other countries, or even within Jamaica, because a lot of people don't know about the other schools that exist.
Other parishes.
Yeah, they don't know. And there are several other schools. Like I didn't know about your school until I met you.
True.
And it is there, you know. And so there are several other schools and other options. It's just like you hear about UWI or UTech. No, you have NCU, but then people like, all right, or the Teachers College, but you have all these opportunities.
Yeah.
You know, and scholarship options.
Probably what could very well come out of this as a good thing is perhaps an opportunity for Sarah and Rihanna and a couple others of them to become ambassadors for studying abroad and spread the message through their Instagram and their social media, or just generally tapping into different schools to say, hey guys, these are the opportunities, because though they're out of the Ukraine, they're still pursuing their dreams of studying in Europe, and you know they continue to send that kind of vibe. They can become the ambassadors to do that.
Yeah. And yeah, when I go back home telling people, I let them know, like, you know, people say, all right, we'll go Ukraine. I don't speak the Ukrainian language or Russian, but then you could tell them, no, this is what you would have to do to get there. You don't really have to know the language fully, but, you know, like conversational, you know, and then let them know that they could assimilate themselves to get there. Right? And even though it's far, you know, you have, as you say, you have a Jamaican community there. You know, Jamaicans are everywhere. But they could tap into that. So that would be good. VM said, thank you. Paulette said, this was so positive and inspiring from our young people. Caroline said, this is a nice feel story. So glad they got back safe. Diana said, ladies, it was nice hanging here today. Always a pleasure claiming my half Jamaican. I will say to folks, I'm Jamaican, and they will look at me like you wish. This is mostly folks from Jamaica that I meet. Have a great rest of the weekend. All ciao. Bye. Enjoy your day. VM said, this is what the guidance counselor should have on hand. That is true. The guidance counselor should play a major role in this. Jude says, bye all. Have to run. Awesome session as usual. To all the ladies, happy International Women's Day. When it comes, have an awesome week. Sandra said, the younger generation are so positive. I'm loving it. My son is attending university for entertainment, art, and animation, and he's striving to support any kids who are interested in arts. Wow, awesome. He just met a young man who's interested in art and cannot afford to go to college, and he's motivating him to do so. Yeah, that is true.
Nice.
So people learn other things and are exposed to other things. I know, you know, like, okay, if you only want to be general, you have to focus on UWI. But then I said, but if you want to go in other medical areas, maybe go to another country, gain that experience, and then come back home if you want.
Yes.
Angela said, great conversation, interview with Rihanna, very inspiring to other younger generation. Yeah, I love seeing the young people coming on. Not true.
Yeah, man, it was really, really good. We're running out of time, so I'm going to take the opportunity to again celebrate Rihanna's mom and Sarah's mom as well, and Sarah's grandmother, who she wanted to celebrate for International Women's Day, and to wish you, Michelle, and all the women in the audience all the best. Have a very productive International Women's Day. Let us have an impact. Let us influence the next generation in such a way that it's unforgettable. I also want to pause to wish Dana Lee, my daughter, happy birthday. She said
happy birthday.
Her birthday on Monday. So happy birthday, my child. She says she's going rock climbing. So Keep safe.
Keep safe. The last comment I'm going to take is Lorna said, when I listen to these young people, I know Jamaica's future is in good hands. Me too. It's going to get better, I know. Happy birthday from Sandra. Happy birthday to your daughter. I hope she have a great birthday. I know her mom is going to take care of her. So
Not here.
But thanks everyone for tuning in, and happy International Day to all the wonderful women, beautiful women in the world. And we see you on Tuesday night.
Right? 9 o'clock. COVID still, wear your mask when you're out in public. Wow, good. God bless you.
God bless everyone. Bye.
Bye.